Welcome back, everybody, to our play of Blades in the Dark that now has a name, mainly because we couldn't think of a better one that I thought of, 2 weeks ago now? Welcome to the Den of Necessity. Is that what I called it? Hold on, I gotta scroll up in our conversation.
It's the
I should have done
Den Necessities, the simple Den Necessities.
Well, that's what it's going to be called because I'm scrolling through and I can't find anything because there's so much text.
We're doing it live.
Forget about those weapons and your life.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what we called it. Anyway. Oh, wait, that was swapping things. Whatever.
Den of
that's
Necessity.
Oh, there it
wonderful.
is. Den of Necessity. There we go. That's what I found it.
There we go.
We all found it at the same time. It took us a minute. There we go, guys. 1 minute down. Whew. I don't even know if it's a minute in the time because I realized it took us a second to sync. But anyway, welcome everybody, and if you guys are tuning in to when this is being shown, welcome. Blades in the Dark is a fun game by John Harper. There we go. His name. Here's the book. It's got my finger in it and two bookmarks because as I am in the middle of learning the system, so is everyone here. So if anyone's watching this, please be patient, but also remember, by the time you're watching this, everything is recorded and our mistakes are final. So we do we are the weakest link, but we are the only link in this show. But who knows? If we like this a lot and want to do a season 2, if depending on how this whole thing ends, then we'll see. Maybe then we'll get everything right. I doubt it. but that's the thing. Like that's a great part about like tabletop role playing games is like just learning and just seeing like, oh yeah, there was this rule that would have actually helped me not die. Like when I found out that monks got like free 2 punches at level 1. In 5e. Look, as
nice to know.
As I tell everybody, I've ran a whole bunch of 5e. I don't really know the rules. I know enough.
Who's got time to read character sheets?
Yeah.
We learn as we go.
Not Itisdpayne. Not Itisdpayne.
No. Not when I'm reading 1. Let's see, 2.
Well, you've got 5 new systems about
3.
to go.
I'm in the middle of making one. I have 500 rule systems that are all combined into one garbage heap. But enough of my stress. We're going to get into the stress of these characters as they're going to try to find a job. You know what? Here, you know what also helped? Where's that music? I think this is the music we played last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be our whole thing, but yeah. But before we get into it, as was said, I'm Itisdpayne. I am the GM and the guy just helping guide our story here. We have, you know what? My favorite thing to do when I do pre-recorded content is to date the thing, so that way everyone knows of how far away we actually started recording this, and so I'm gonna ask a question about something I just found out 30 minutes ago.
Ooh.
So when I say your name, just I want to know, you like who's going to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I found out that apparently a team that's in my city is going. So, but anyway.
Meanwhile, the rest of the city is like, where have you been?
And roll 20. So yeah, let's start there with the voice that we just heard. We have the Blackjack 21 joining us, playing, if I can find it real quick,
Killer Kai Zyrath.
Kai Zyrath. And then, yeah, how you doing?
Doing good. My team is not the Eagles. They were actually a rival of the Eagles. So you know, my interest in the Super Bowl is go sports.
Oh, you're on my level.
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. So, well, I'll just go around and... Ooh, oh, excuse me. I'll go to J2 Rudo playing... Oh, I didn't put his character name in the list. So I gotta open it up. Playing...
Veleris Akayat.
Oh, man. Every time you come with a character, I'm like,
that name?
oh, my goodness. I need, like, the, like, pronunciation of it, like, written out, like, the phonetic. Like, oh.
Yep. But my name's J2 Rudo. You can find me anywhere on the internet at J2 Rudo. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Also, sometimes stream on the Smite Game channel. And I'm playing Veleris Akayat.
What are your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
I only watch it for the Super Bowl halftime show, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, go football.
Who's playing in the halftime show?
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna's this year, that's right.
Was she the one in Zootopia? Or who was that? I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen Zootopia.
I watched it, I think. I watched it with my niece, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Still don't know who it is. I'm like,
Did Zootopia come out like 7 years ago?
Look, yeah, I don't have to answer this. Look, not only am I behind in sports news, I'm watching all these movies with my niece because, well, it's my niece, and so. I did watch almost every Disney Christmas special 32 times in the last month. But then I also watched that Chris Pratt and Tom Spiderchild, whatever his name is, doing the Pixar magic thing. And I was like, it's pretty cool. I like that one. It also probably really hit my wheelhouse. It's literally like... tabletop role-playing game. But it's but last but not least we have Josh. How you doing, my friend?
Go birds! Woo!
Now, which kind of bird? The falcon, the panther's not a bird.
You know, the famous birds, the
Seahawks.
ravens,
My favorite type of
and the
bird is a
panthers.
griffin.
The Texan.
The bird that's also a lion. No, the eagles, man. The most majestic bird to exist. America. There you go.
Do you ever see that meme where it's just like, yeah, from the one side profile, the eagle looks very majestic, and then you look at it head on, and it's just like, yeah, it's just like, wings are all like disgruntled, and it's just like, ooh.
The one bird you don't want stalking you in existence.
Hey, I saw the birds. I don't want any birds stalking me in any way.
Sometimes my front yard, because of the amount of birds that like to feed on whatever bugs live in my yard, scare me enough that I don't get out of my car when I return home from work. So,
yeah. So, but anyway, now that we've realized how far behind I am in watching movies and found out sports things, you know what? This would explain why I had a lot of Eagles TikTok and Instagram stuff. Anyway.
I love watching you hit the realization that, oh, that's why that was happening.
Yeah, I was like, why did I get a video on TikTok on the history of greasing the poles? I'm like, okay, like, it's interesting, but why? Why is this on here?
And now you know.
Yeah, like, normally when I get Pennsylvania facts, it's just like, hey, there's a possible haunted mansion thing where this guy pretty much killed everyone in his life. And I'm like, I don't know how I got here either, but I'm here.
And in the den of necessity, there is grease poles somewhere within our establishment. So,
yeah, it's and that's an excellent segue as if you guys haven't watched the first episode, it's somewhere on YouTube, and pretty much what we did there is create these characters that we just met. Well, we're going to really get to meet, and from there we also made their their gang, the Necessary Evil, a group of shadows ready to do sneaky things that we'll find out. They are located, and their base is located in the Silk Shore. I don't know if we said specifically where, but in the Silk Shore. If we did, feel free to say that. But yeah, like, pretty much my brain just did 3 things at once and then just factory reset. So, let's, why don't we get into this, this little thing, as, I have potential new music. Here's a fun thing. I don't know, because these are all named different things. I think it's this one. This is the one I want. This also might be really loud because I couldn't edit the volume. Alright. Does that sound good for everybody, or do I gotta turn it up? Or
I think you can turn it back up a little bit. I think it was fine where it was originally at.
Alright. It looks like it might get a little louder later, so let me know.
Okay.
As we go forward. So
We're in the E's, Dave. That
in the E's? Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking as well. So anyway, I want everyone to imagine with me. We'll get into our little imagination Prius. It's good on gas. As we go to a place where a lot of things run off electricity, as we see towers that are sparking with electricity, keeping out ghosts from beyond, keeping the town of Doskvol safe. That is, as you guys can smell, like the pungent, like burning of Leviathan blood that is constantly keeping these towers lit up in this generally like pretty much always either night or overcast city. The light from these electric walls kind of just reflects off off the water within the Silk Shore, as our like kind of camera goes down these twisting and winding canals, as we just kind of see the sparks of the light reflecting and mingling with like these paper lanterns that are just kind of all lined up and down these alleyways, just giving different hues to different districts and everything. But our camera just kind of stops and turns down a hall of red lanterns, and as we see, we can see like kind of red ribbon sashes kind of draping over the water as we kind of come up towards this normally mundane looking establishment. It's kind of a small 3-story building, and as we go in, we see a bar filled with many different types of people of many different walks of life and different heritages, yeah, that word, all together, either drinking or talking or mingling, as the watchful eye of the barkeep looks over them all. However, like we see in the corner, like a young man that's nervous and catches the eye of a young, or at least looks young, Taikirosi woman, and a little whispers and a little coin has been exchanged as they go upstairs to the 2nd floor, where we hear things that might not always be safe for a stream. But that's not where we're staying, as we kind of go down a hallway and up to the 3rd floor, where we see, I don't know, maybe a table kind of lit up, surrounded by 3 people, all sitting there talking. As I open up character sheets to remember all the different things I need to say. as we kind of pan over, or kind of go over towards that table, we see pretty much this nondescript man that's kind of just thin and lanky and kind of just sticking to the shadows. Josh, who is this character?
This is Eoin Spousage. He's known as the Librarian. And he is quite skilled with ghosts and very much enjoys ritualistic weird stuff. He very much enjoys learning about these things that everyone is so scared of. And he can't wait to learn some more, if you know what he's talking about. I don't think he knows either, but
well, that's the whole point as we go through here. But as maybe the librarian or Eoin is like kind of looking through a book, we kind of drift over to this rough-looking man in kind of a black tattered shirt and shorts. J2, who is this character?
I am Veleris Akayat. I go by the alias Echo. I'm from the underworld. Also, I have a background of Ticheros, and I'm here to look for more funding for my filthy habits.
And as I don't know, maybe okay. Please correct me as I mispronounce all these names. Veleris? J2 is it
Veleris?
Veleris. I am totally missing the L. Veleris kind of looks like, I don't know, looks over a map or something of the city. We look to the last person who is kind of this young, kind of muscular person with just long dark, well, not long, the word cut off, so, but with dark black hair. And Blackjack, who is this character?
Hi, Kai Zyarath. I can either beat you up right now, or you can get me another drink and I can teach you how to deal with the law when they beat you up. Your choice. Wildcat kind of character. I'm a wildcat. I do things the way I want to. I know how to get my way with my physical abilities.
So all you guys are sitting down here, and you are all the founding members of this fledgling cohort, the Necessary Evil. And you guys need work. I think you guys have one coin kind of in the name of here because you decided to pay somebody a coin. I think I have it here. The Wraiths. You're paying the Wraiths to hunt down in Night Market. But yeah, you guys need to find a job. And so pretty much feel free to, I don't know, talk to, you guys have contacts, you have friends. Feel free, like, well, we can go in reverse. Kai, who do you think Kai would go talk to for a potential job?
I think Kai would most likely go and talk to... I would look around for, like, anybody who looks, like, desperate, or, like, a stranger who just kind of looks like is in need of something. Someone shady, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. So... well, like maybe you're down on the first floor.
Yes. I like that idea.
Okay. Yeah, so like you kind of see like people coming back and forth and I don't know. It seems like everyone here is in is coming for a good time, whether it's for drink or other. And but like as you sit there for a little while, you actually see a familiar face walk in. You see Grace walk through the door and locks eyes with you. And yeah, she and like this mischievous smile comes over her face as she makes her way over to you, and she says like, "Oh, Kai, what are you here testing the wares?"
Kai looks mildly surprised, but then settles back in, kicks back with drink in hand, and says, "You know exactly why I'm here. There's only one reason why I'm here." Takes a sip and then relaxes.
Well, what if I could help with that? I may need some work done. You interested?
Kai doesn't look up. Kai stares down at the table, places drink down, and just says, "I'm listening."
And she kind of reaches into the satchel and slides over this like small piece of paper to you, and she's like, "There's a place in the night market. Look, my girls, we need a supply of dream smoke for our work. And apparently there is a supply being dropped in Viren's for whatever he's doing, because my book makes a lot of noise. If you think you can get us some stuff there, we could split some of the dream smoke, and I don't know, I could get you some 2 coins from the sales that we do, and well, what we do with it."
2 coins.
Let me just say one thing. 2 coin isn't like 2 pieces of gold, because it's been a while since we did our thing, just to remind everybody. Like, a coin is like almost a week, if not more, pay. Like, it's a lot of money. But feel free to, just to keep that in mind. But yeah, feel free to adjust and bargain and everything.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
2 coin. The real question is, how much am I going to have to run through?
Well, you told me how sneaky you guys were. But I might be able. Okay, if we get all the dream smoke, I could possibly do 3.
Kai takes a sip from the drink, still looking down. Looks Grace in the eyes, deadpan, and says, "If it means I can at least get my hands on somebody, I'll take it."
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure whether it's violence or other things might be able to be arranged in job or after. But yeah, if you do the job for me, we can talk about hands later. Let me know. I have a few more errands to run. And she kind of, unless there's anything else you want to say to her, she's going to kind of drift into the crowd and does her work.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Kai watches Grace walk away. Kai's guard goes down for a little bit, watching, and then stares back at her drink and says, "Didn't even get me one for the road," and sits there and kicks her feet up on the table.
All right. Who would like to? Does Veleris or Eoin have an idea who they would like to talk to for potential work?
Veleris would like to talk to the barkeep, just to get his take on what he may see in the area in terms of potential work.
Alright. Yeah, so you come down and talk with the barkeep. Seems to me. Yeah. Well, hold on. That's not the contact you guys chose. But anyway, I had to look something up real quick. But yeah, you look at, you talk with the barkeep. Yeah. You know him. He's kind of like a portly man, large nose, and like balding. Named Johns, and he's just like, yes. Oh, you looking for some work there? Like, and he's
Yes.
definitely not like being as loud as I am talking. It's just like quietly, like making sure not drawing attention.
Yes, funds are a bit low, and we could get some more work.
Well, it seems like a friend of ours, Adelaide. He's apparently looking for certain recipes. A recipe book. It's let's see, somewhere in the Devil's Tooth. He said he's paying a hefty coin for it, 4 coin for this book. So I don't know if that's something that's sparks your interest, but I know he was
Recipe book, you say?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Recipe book, you say? Is this guy some kind of chef?
I don't know, man. There's something. This recipe book apparently is like a big deal in that area, and apparently Adelaide is thinking if he can get that book out of them, he might be able to potentially get some real estate in the area. But he didn't tell me much more than that. It was kind of within half-drunken wails of him talking. You know how he gets.
Fantastic. This seems like a book that won't be too difficult to retrieve.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should look into this. Thank you for your...
Yep, and he just slides you another, like, fills you up and just like, yep, don't worry. Keep everyone happy here. Or at least try.
Well, you do a great job at it.
You're too kind.
Veleris is going to go ahead and pick up the glass that he just filled up. Pretty much beacons over to what looks like a ghostly form. And it's basically his, basically a pet bird that's pretty much a ghost that kind of follows him around and kind of gives him a bit more intel and a little bit more of a lay of the land. Mm-hmm. So he's going to take his drinking along with his pet bird and go ahead and look for the other crew members.
Okay. Yep. So while they're going around, we have one more person here that could see if there's any potential work they can find. Eoin, where would you want to go and talk for work?
So Eoin is he's going to sneak out the back down a few alleys to run into a contact of his named Nirix, who, for obvious reasons, is trying to stay hidden. And so Eoin takes his time to make sure no one is noticing him or seeing him as he exits out the back door and then around 2 or 3 different alleys to get to Nirix's place where he, or they, I should say, are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so you kind of go. Maybe Nirix has like kind of like a gondola that they they go and like go through, and you can recognize it, and like as it has like maybe instead of like the normal like amber colored lights that the normal like boat taxis would have, like he has like this ethereal blue lantern that is like haunting, and like you signal him and comes over and he steps on and he's like, oh, old friend, librarian, what can I do for you tonight?
Boy, you cheeky chancer. Oh, it's good to see ya. How are things? Have you heard of any odd jobs or the like?
Yeah, well, there's always jobs around the place, yes. But yes, if you could maybe help us, yes. I need helps.
How can I help?
Mortis from Night Market. He has Tome. Tome help for potential help. Tethering to coil of mortal. Helps, maybe, if can.
Now,
I pay.
Now, how much coin for my coffer and the like?
I spare 2 coin, but with this we could potentially find more. But now only 2.
All right. I see you being a snake.
A nut snake, just not live.
Oh, you know. Oh, I love you, Nirix. Oh, you're such a chancer. You're my favorite. All right.
You're also the only one that gets on boat.
Well, that's because I know who you are. Or at least who you were. All right. I'll talk to the lads, and we'll see if that's something we can do. You know them, always yes. Looking into things that don't concern us weirdos. But
yes.
Well, a tome's an easy get.
And he kind of takes you on a lap around. As I move these windows to remember what it is, the E's. He kind of takes you around a loop, and from there, kind of.
And Eoin just kind of like, as it like pulls up to the side without it stopping, just kind of like steps off into the darkness, and then makes his way back up the back door into the establishment, to the lair.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are all back on the 3rd floor of I don't know if we ever named the whatever your den is called, but you're back in your lair. At some point maybe we'll think of a name of the establishment from there, but we don't do that right now.
Can it be the basement and we're in the attic?
Sure, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna just write that on the cruise sheet.
I like the attic as our layer name.
And so while I write that down, feel free to discuss what job sounds interesting to everybody.
All right, here's what I got on the table, guys. I know you guys are interested in the coin. I can get 3 out of this for you. We're going to the docks. I just care about fighting. But it is a job that is going to require stealth, so it's up to you whether or not you want to take this or not.
Boy, stealth is where I'm at. Haha. You all know that.
Well, before we consider that, I actually have a job that is roughly 4 coins.
Oh.
Reading a cookbook.
Oh. I've got a job too, looking into getting a book or a tome of the magical variety, talking about how to tether things that don't exist anymore into things that do. But I'm down for the coin. Our coffers are empty and the like.
4 coin for a book. What else is this going to have to? What else is this going to involve?
Not 100% sure. But what from the barkeep, what he told me was, it actually shouldn't be too difficult to retrieve. It's actually located in Devil's Tooth.
I suppose I can settle for a warm up, especially if it comes at 4 coin.
And Kai, if we're
I see it as a good, rich, quick scheme.
if we're gonna be in Devil's Tooth, you know you're gonna be able to get those hands.
It's all I ever want.
All right, so you guys are going with getting the recipe book from the Devil's Tooth. Am I correct on that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. So, what we can do now is kind of gathering information as something just fell off my desk. Oh, yeah, I still want that. Come back here. Where'd you go?
Where is the Devil's Tooth?
The Devil's Tooth is, you guys would know, is in Night Market. It is a tavern known for its like secret chemical concoctions, and pretty much it is a lot of like spirit activity goes in there, and that there's like pretty much the person there who runs that, she is I totally lost the name. Where'd it go? Mistress Kember. She is kind of the one that runs that. But like, you guys know that this this place is famous for its like kind of like rumored like kind of ghost essence that they find that they can mix with different drinks and potential drugs that they send out of that area. That and there's a lot of kind of shifty people that would potentially want to go work there. But to get information from there, you would to be prepared. Yeah, you guys can go and see if you want to gather some information more than just that basic thing. So, as I read through here, yeah. So pretty much, you guys, as we said, you can look at your character sheet, and you guys can go and try to use whatever you want, any skill, to try to gather information about this area. So, about this place, if the normally surveying is what they said is a more general one, but if you have maybe another way that you can think of using your stats and stuff to gather information, that is certainly welcome. Just remember, like, these are things that you're gonna have to roll on, and so if you do, there could be consequences if things don't go well. So, with your roll. So, does anyone have an idea first?
Well, Eoin would, I think he would use his prowl as his main, like, ability, and he would try to stake out the Devil's Tooth from the outside and the inside. So he would kind of prowl around from the alleyways and at nighttime in places where there's less light, to try to figure out like what are the entrance points to the building, and then also kind of a layout of the building as purveyors inside. He would go in and try to stick to the walls, stick to being not noticeable, right? Like he would be there, like people would notice he was there, but that he was trying to stay as nondescript as possible while there.
Okay. I am trying to find where the night market is on the map so I can...
It's in the top right of the map, I believe.
Is it in the top right?
Top right, okay.
Oh. Let's see. That's Brightstone. There's Silver Market. Brightstone.
Because the night market was right where the what's it called? The train line comes into.
Yeah. As I try to find these things. Okay, well, roll Prowl.
That's just 2 dice, right?
Yeah, if you don't... yeah, everything will be 2 dice, and then every point that you have in there will add an additional die. And all you need... And then whatever your highest number is. If you don't have any pips in it, or any points, you'll roll 2 and take the lowest.
So I have 2 pips.
So you'll roll 3 dice.
I'll roll 3 dice? Okay.
Yes. As I keep looking for this thing.
Now,
Where
here, my dice
could
rolling.
it go? Yeah. So yeah, we're using physical.
Oh, that's 2 6s, sir.
Oh, that's a crit.
Eoin is
I am having the exact opposite thing, trying to find the night market on this map.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find one for you.
I
see Silver Market.
fun thing is, I know I have the map downloaded.
I see Silver
just-
Market.
Yeah.
All right, so it's in the districts, Dave. So
Yeah.
the night market is right across the river from 6 Towers.
Now I have to find 6 towers.
Let me see where we're at in this.
Like, we're all the way on the left side of the map. So... Char Hollow, Crow's Foot, the Docks, Brightstone, Charter Hall.
All right, so the silver
I'm
market there.
gonna find this eventually.
I don't think it's in that one.
There's 6 towers. Oh, okay, there we go. I found it.
Okay.
It is on the other side. So it's pretty much like if you start from the east, just go all the way to the other side of the map and just go down a little bit. And there's the night market. And let's see. I wonder if they even have the...
Because what? There's the...
Yeah,
the
if you see
Neil-
the mist, then it's right in that area. So, I was just seeing if they had marked on the map where this tavern where it could be, but
Okay, I see 6. I see the 6 towers, and you said
yeah,
it's
it's just south. of it.
just south of it.
Can you pick it?
Oh, there we go. That probably would have been an easier way to do it. Hold on, you guys are on the right map, right? Yeah, there is only one map on here. So,
Only one.
did you guys find it? Or
I see the mist. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I see the.
Oh, so this map is way different than the one that's in the districts book. I think this is on its side.
Okay, I see the mist. So you said it's west of the mist?
Okay,
Yes.
I see how this is. All right. In the book, this one is shifted different.
Okay. Yeah, this was on their website.
No, you're fine. This is great. All right, now I know where we are. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys like travel to the other side to potentially get here. I'm just seeing.
And we have our boat, so I would assume we go up
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
through the silk and over that way.
Did I just find it? Hold on. No. And yeah, so the Devil's Tooth is actually, so you can find this out as you go down there. You kind of go down Red Oil Road, as you can see the river Mist going through there, and you see the Devil's Tooth. It's just this large, it's almost a city block. And so you were using Prowl, you said?
Yeah, I was using Prowl to just kind of get a lay of the entrances in and out of the building. And also, as I kind of got the outside, I went inside to just kind of see what the lay of the land was indoors as well.
Yeah. So you see that there is a door. There's the main entrance that they got pretty much like two big main entrances. One that's kind of facing the mist, and then one that's maybe not as grand. I don't know. Looking at the map, maybe it is kind of grand, both entrances, as it's right across from the bazaar. Just kind of on either side of the building. And then there's like kind of what looks like in the alleyway, like maybe a serving entrance. But yeah, as you kind of go inside, you kind of notice that there's, you were just looking. Well, no, you got a crit. So, yeah, you see that there's pretty much some guarded entrances of guys that they look pretty well armored in there, just to keep the peace and everything. But also, you kind of see kind of a staircase that goes up to a second floor. But then also, you can see, and you can kind of, with your crit, kind of pretty much put that together as you see kind of where the entrance is also lines up where the kitchen, not the entrance, but that side entrance for serve staff and all that lines up to potentially where you see a lot of like meals and like kind of drinks being coming out of like these two doors as you kind of hear the clattering of plates and stuff.
And those doors are right next to the stairwell?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And the stairwell has like just dude standing next to, like this pretty beefy looking dude standing next to it.
But it just has one dude standing next to it, not like where the other part had armored.
Like not armored. They weren't armored, but they were just like they were well armed. Okay. So like they kind of had kind of like heavy like billy club looking things as
got you.
They kind of walked in, like there was kind of two at each of the main entrances, and then just this one mean looking dude up by the stairs.
Okay, so there's like 5 armed guys in the building.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Who would like to go next? Or if you guys think you have enough information, you guys can just go into it.
I was thinking, because my character is like more like up front. I'm trying to think of like something that like I would be able to do if it just involved like walking around in the open, but like mainly just kind of like hooded and but just kind of like scouting out what's around the area. So I would use, give me 1 second, because I was thinking this out. Load this up. Yeah, but like a lot of my skills are like in prowess, so it would be like fighting, and I don't want to do that quite yet. You know, actually, yeah. Let me just kind of hold back. I feel like,
okay.
Yeah, because I feel like what I would do is kind of more in combat.
All right, Veleris is gonna go ahead and just survey the area to just see if he can get a sense of if danger's imminent or if anything's out of the ordinary.
Like just around the area of the Devil's Tooth, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing that I also need to say that you guys are going to do is when you roll, like, you got to say what you're rolling, but then also you'll get pretty much great, standard, or limited. Great means you'll get exceptional details and information. Standard, you'll get pretty good details, and you can ask like clarifying, like follow-up questions. And limited, you'll get like kind of incomplete or partial, and that's kind of how all the rolls will kind of action rolls kind of work. That will be position and all that stuff, like how determining the outcome of your roll. So with this, you'll be getting a standard effect. So yeah, roll. So what are you rolling again?
Veleris is gonna go ahead and roll survey.
Survey. Okay, so yeah, you get 1 dice. So roll 2, and what's your highest number? Survey 6. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's got a little fancy art in it too.
It does.
Alrighty, so you rolled, yeah. So you rolled a 6, and as I accidentally closed things, yeah, you kind of just scour the streets over there, and you see the guards that were standing in the entrance, just like inside the entrance of the Devil Tooth as you go down Worsted Street. I don't know if I'm Worst Street, whatever. that street down there. But you notice that there's a lot of noise coming from the bazaar. But it seems like the establishments next to it are kind of more quieter shops. If not just apartments or something that are just there, or housing around it. But you notice that there's like a lot of activity and noise from the bazaar itself. And yeah, and then like with the mist, like every once in a while as you kind of complete your loop, you notice like a handful, like maybe one, if not two boats kind of like making their way downstream from the rail yard.
And so am I going past people as I'm kind of walking by?
Yeah, it mainly from the bazaar. There's just a lot of people coming in and out of there at all times of the night. Let's see. Trying to see if there's. Nope, doesn't say anything about it. But yeah, you notice that like it is a place of trade and stuff, and you just see like tons of in and out, and like a lot of that passage like either goes like kind of on the other side, like towards the hound races, and some not as much, but a pretty decent crowd that goes past the Devil's Tooth. So it's not like a jam-packed street, but it has some pretty good activity throughout the night and day.
And how are these people looking? Are they looking, or how are they dressed? Are they dressed like they may be of status and have particular amount of wealth to them, or they look like they're kind of commonly dressed?
No, they're not like just all dressed to the nines and everything, but they're dressed very stylish to the times, as they as I realized I was about to say a whole bunch of words that I don't even know if they're fashion things. But yeah, for the time period, like they are dressed well. Doskvol is normally, just because it's always since like there is no sun except for like kind of the shattered remnants of it, it's generally shrouded in darkness and everything, and is generally dark. So people kind of, compared to like our day and age, like kind of look more pale, and just from just not having the natural like sunlight hitting them, and look sickly, and their clothes maybe just look a little dirty overall. But like, I think both where this are and where you guys are stationed are both pretty well affluent places of wealth. So compared to the overall Doskvol for some of the areas, they're like, these guys are dressed nice and do look like they potentially have some coin. So yeah.
Okay, Veleris is going to proceed to intentionally bump into someone and see if he can pickpocket someone.
Alright, we're gonna need an action roll for that. So what are you gonna roll to pickpocket?
Finesse.
Alrighty. Give it a roll for standard effect. In your controlled position. Alright, 6, yeah. So you reach in there and I need to look up one thing as I try to find it. Like, you pick up like not a full coin, but you get like a little bit of change and stuff from there. I should have this bookmarked so I can find it faster. Actually, why am I looking it up? I have it right here in Roll20 that I can just type it in. Or it won't look it up. Alright, I will let you know what you find in 1 second. But you did find something else as I quickly go through the index that I'm trying to find things. But yeah, is there anything else that you would like to do?
That's going to be it for Veleris. Going to relay the information back to his companions.
Alrighty. So with this, just you guys don't plan. Like, pretty much you guys were just going to jump right into the score. So with this information, there you go, I found the page. You actually find some quicksilver, which is a drug that is like a metallic fluid that allows you to open up your mind to the ghost field. When you take this, you get to add 1d6 to an attune roll, and then when you do use it, after you use it, you get a level 2 harm of zoned out.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's what you find.
Thank you for telling me about the harm, because I was like, oh, let's go.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm like,
okay, we're new players, so I'm like, and everything's like, you know what? We'll have it all open.
Meanwhile, I was just like, nah, it's gonna do something weird, isn't it?
Eowyn's all about the weird, man.
So yeah, you guys, this is what you guys need to do. You have your information. You guys can talk. You don't have to talk in character for this, but I need to know, how are you guys going to do this score? Because pretty much what you guys do is you're going to pretty much say the detail, pretty much the point of attack, and there are 6 options that you can choose of, and this is going to pretty much determine like how you guys are breaking in, and then as you guys go through, that's when like you'll use flashbacks and other things to say like, oh no, we already planned this, and flashbacks will cause stress and stuff, so make sure you just track that as we go, because that will determine some downtime activities later. So there is assault, which means you're going to just go in and wreck the place, and you're pretty much going to attack it. Deception, where you're going to like either trick or manipulate people to get in there, as soon as you try to get in and get this book. Stealth, which is pretty much very self-explanatory, sneaking in, sticking to the shadows of the building to get in and out without being noticed. A cult using supernatural ways, or supernatural power, whether it's like, well, you summon ghosts or other things to potentially do whatever. Social, pretty much you're gonna persuade or bargain with the people of the Devil Tooth to potentially get this item. Or transport, which is carry cargo or people through danger. So yeah, which one of those sound interesting to you guys?
So, do we think that the book's upstairs? Is that what you're thinking?
Is that what you're thinking? Like, if you guys think it's upstairs, like, it is guarded. You don't know what's up there. You know there's the kitchen there.
No, I'm just trying to make sense of where we think this book is.
I would think they're probably keeping it upstairs. Like it would kind of be silly if we just walked in bottom floor and like there it is. But I mean, I guess that's not completely out of the realm of possibility. I was kind of on the idea of maybe either doing like stealth or swaying. Because I know like stealth kind of plays better for all of us as a unit.
And it's a part of our like
our actual thing, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we proceed forward, can Veleris go ahead and scout or basically do a hunt to kind of get a good idea of where the book is potentially located?
That would have been part of the gathering information thing, and I think at this point you guys don't have any more time to gather information. So at this point, you just got to go off the information that you guys have. So you know it's with general information and word of mouth. You know it's in the Devil's Tooth. It's not like it's somewhere else in the city. You know that it's in that location.
I definitely think stealth is probably the best bet for us to gain entry and to try and get through without 5 armed guards trying to start something. Even though I know Kai is ready if needed to cause a distraction.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with stealth.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I was thinking, like, you know, if worst comes to worst, it's like, yes, I'll wreck house if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that Eoin is probably there to assist in whatever way needed, trying not to like be the face.
Okay, so you guys are gonna use stealth. What loadout are you guys going in with? Remember, you have light, normal, heavy. I think that's what it is. I don't have a character sheet up. Yeah, light, normal, or heavy. So this just determines on how many items that you can pull out that, while you're going throughout the mission. So, Eoin, what are you?
He's probably gonna go light, just because normal
okay.
is like people can kind of see that you're a scoundrel, that you're kind of decked out. So he's trying to hide what he's there for and what he's about.
Mm-hmm.
So he's only gonna have 3. Well, he also has a couple items that are on him that don't count against load, so he's gonna only have like 3 like main items on him.
Yeah, no problem. Kai, how about yourself?
Let's go 3. I'm going light.
All right. And Veleris? Did I say it right this time? Or at least was I closer?
Veleris.
Veleris.
It was close, yeah.
Didn't you watch Game of Thrones?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't even watch. We talked earlier how I just saw. I already forgot what it was, but I watched something.
I love it.
I'll say light.
Light. All right, everyone's going light. And so, just a quick reminder for everyone is that if it's wow, I cannot think of the words, but if it's a tile. If it's fancy text,
Italicized?
Yes, I was like, oh my goodness, my brain can't pronounce it. Italicized. You have that for free, but everything else, when you use it, that's when you mark it off. Like you don't, like pretty much don't mark things off until like you use it. You have that whole list of stuff to use as you like when you come into the jobs. Like, okay, I obviously already had this. I don't know what you guys have on your thing, like this potion of ouch. so yeah, you don't have to mark your things off of your item sheet now. Like you will do that as we go through, and you guys use the items. So what we do now is I get to roll. Well, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, the engagement roll. So, how can I? I'm trying to figure out where I can click to do a roll. I'm like, you guys clicked right off your character sheet, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, well, I can do it with this. So, let's see. So, here's how the engagement roll works. There will be a set of questions that we figure out that pretty much will give plus and minuses to your engagement roll, and once again, the higher number it works out for you guys. So, is this operation particularly bold or daring? I would think yes, because I believe that if I could get the right dice out, there we go. Because this is a well-guarded place, and you guys are trying to go in without being seen. So yeah, I would say that is there. Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? I would say no. It sounds like you guys have a pretty. You guys aren't trying to rely on any overly complicated things. Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target? Hit them with their weakest. I don't think so. I think you guys are just trying to work out for the best. Is the target strong against this approach? Or particular defenses or special preparations. I don't think they have special preparations, but they do have guards and they are looking out. So that would be taking away one die. Let's see. Can your friends or contacts provide aid or insight to this operation? Let's see. I think you guys did get a little information, a little insight from John's. Through John's from Adelaide. So, yeah, we'll give you a 3. Sorry, not a 3, but another dice for that. Enemy or rivals. No. And with that last question, no. Okay. So we're going to roll 3 dice. And, let's see. Okay. So we got a 6.
2 6s.
Oh, well, we got 2 6s.
With 2
so
6s.
you guys, with 2 6s, you guys are actually upstairs. You guys made it past everybody somehow. Like you guys, whatever you guys did, you distracted the guards, and I will say you guys can be wherever you want. So if you want 2 of you guys or all 3 of you guys upstairs or somebody down in the main hall, get sitting at the bar or something, that is, you guys can place yourselves wherever you want. So how about this? Kai, where do you want to be?
Where did we decide the guards are at?
There's, from what you guys know, there's 2 guards on the bottom, 5 guards on the bottom floor. 2 are placed at each entrance, and 1 big dude at the staircase up.
But we're past him technically.
Yes. With a critical, you guys were able to overcome the first obstacle of getting upstairs. So, if you guys, all 3 of you guys want to be up there, that is perfectly fine. If there's just one of you, instead of just like trying to pick out where, we can just say, does anyone want to be downstairs, or all 3 of you guys want to be upstairs?
Well, I was gonna say I can stand lookout. So if that's if everybody wants to agree to be upstairs.
That actually won't be necessary, because I do have a crow that I can keep downstairs, who I can telepathically communicate to. I can kind of keep lookout.
That works.
Yeah, Eoin will be upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay upstairs. I'll stay upstairs
Okay.
with the crew.
Yep, so Veleris is going to be upstairs and keep his ghostly crow downstairs to kind of keep lookout.
Okay, and you know what? With this, we go to the final song, as I am calling the action song. I don't know how loud it's going to be. I'll just put it there and we can adjust it as is. So, anyway, this, you guys are upstairs. You guys made it past the guard unseen, and you guys see a small hallway with, it looks like 1 door on the left, 1 door on the right, and 1 door at the end of the hallway. And yeah, like, it's, you can kind of hear like the noise from downstairs coming up, but currently right now you don't have any, like, excuse me, you guys had to do action rolls now or say what you guys want to do. So yeah, who wants to do something, or what would you like to do?
All right, so upstairs, what is the lay of the land upstairs?
Yeah, so it's like a wooden, it's like an all wood building. It's got like a carpet, kind of on the floor with a few kind of like kind of not like real fancy art pieces. Kind of like the way you come up, because like the staircase was like kind of on the back wall leading up. It's like kind of went up the side of the wall. It kind of comes up and there's like a window before it kind of makes a left towards the hallway that you see. And yeah, it's not a long, like, it's a pretty decent sized hallway, but like these 3 rooms up here seem to be like quite large, just judging from the size of the building and everything.
Okay, Veleris is going to go ahead and use his prowl to try to take a look into one of the rooms and kind of sneakily peep into one of the rooms and try to see if anyone's in that room.
Okay. Which one? Left, right, or center? Center's a little bit farther away, but the left and right are kind of near each other. The doorway.
He's gonna start left.
Okay. And what? Okay, so this is going to be standard effect. Your position is controlled. And what are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll prowl.
Prowl. Alrighty. A 4. So, risky position. A mixed result.
He has a 6 in there as well.
Is it? Oh, I do see the 6.
There's a 6, yeah.
I liked what I read earlier. Man, these players always want, never want to give. Anyway, yeah. So like you open up the door, and as like you sneak a glance in there, you don't really see anybody in there. It's all right. When you trying to find her name again, but anyway, yeah. You see, it looks like a large bedroom. Like it's got one of those beds with the posts and the, I don't know what they're called, but it's got like the fabric like kind of enclosure around it, like the princess bed. That's always what I imagine them like. I don't know what it's called, but it's got like
Canopy, yes.
The canopy. Thank you. The canopy and like the drapes over it. It's got like a large desk, kind of like on against a wall, looking out of a window, and like a fireplace, and it looks very, very nice. Like within here, like as it has a large like regal carpet and wardrobe, but you do not see anybody in there.
Okay, Veleris is going to go ahead and step inside, and is going to proceed to kind of search the area. But first, he's going to let his 2 crew members know that he's going to go ahead and step inside.
Okay, so while you go in there, let's Kai, where do you want to go?
Let's go center room. Just go straight in. I potentially want to use sway if somebody's in there.
All right, so you're just gonna go straight in there, just stomping down.
Maybe not stomping down, but like just no fear going in there. Like there's just no, there's no like, I don't want to say that there's no tact, but I'm also not just like doom doom doom. It's just like I'm opening the door, and that's what it is.
All right. Well, with this, I need to do a fortune roll. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So there's only one person in here, and it is a large, like, not only tall, but like in like all directions pretty much. This large woman like kind of towers over you as she's just like, "Oh my, what are you doing in here? Who are you?"
Kai then just looks straight up and says, "We're here for the book. You know, the one we're talking about."
What? Oh my goodness. I need an action roll. How you doing this?
Sway.
Sway? Okay.
Yeah, this is just pure charm, like just like with confidence. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Where is it?
Okay, so this is going to be, I think a limited effect, but I think it might be desperate. Let me see. I gotta find the rolls again, just that way. The table for it. I did have it. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be a desperate for limited effect.
Okay. Bonus dice? Wait, what decides my bonus dice?
Do you get bonus dice? I guess this would be, I don't know.
I was like, my sway is at 2, but it asked me for bonus dice, and I'm like, huh? I can submit it at 0.
Let's see.
I just did it by how many dots I had in the.
Yeah, do it by
Oh, how many?
Put how many?
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Off we go.
Let's see. Yep. Oh, okay. You got a mixed result. Real lucky. Make sure you mark that desperate XP. Yeah. So she's just like, oh, okay. Well, it's follow me, and she kind of leads you out of that room down into the room that oop, I hit the wrong button. That Veleris. I'm gonna
Veleris.
Veleris is in. I will learn this name by episode 12, but also that is when the show potentially will be over. Veleris is in there already rooting around, and she is just like, "Oh my vandals!" I need, so you guys need to do something to make sure she doesn't alert somebody in here.
So Eoin will step up behind her, and he's going to pull out his unusual weapon from Prow, right? So I would assume that I was like behind the door or something with Veleris in the room. As soon as I saw like the woman start coming out of the room, I like kind of went into the room where Veleris was, and so as this woman walks in to the room, I come out from the shadow and I hold up my bone knife to her neck, and in the state of surprise say, if you scream, Eoin would say, if you scream, you get caught.
Okay, this is risky. I think I'm forgetting all the effects. Yeah, so it's limited, controlled, and standard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is risky for limited effect.
Okay. Do you want me to roll with my dice? Or do you want me to roll
I think, if you don't mind, like we're all doing
I'll do
digital, so
it's
why don't
fine.
we do digital?
Yep.
Also, I'm thinking about the bonus. I think it's just one, because you guys are getting 4 rolls, and you guys, I think it's just 1 extra. So it's like pretty much you get the 1 pip gives you the two dice, and then the 1 more will give you the bonus. I think that's what it means by the bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's what it's supposed to be.
How am I rolling? I see where I am. Okay, so I'm giving myself.
Yep.
All right, hold on. Let me do this again. All right.
Yep.
Here we go. All right, we'll go to Prowl. I'll click Prowl. That should bring 1 up, and then I'm risky, right? That's my position.
Yes, risky.
And then limited effect, and then bonus is 1 dice.
All right.
Consequence.
Alright, I'm like moving things over a little bit because I'm like, wasn't able to see the results of everyone's rolls the way it was originally set up. Okay, so she does, she's like, okay, and kind of just like, I just need to go over here, and she kind of walks over to her desk, and are you still holding?
My knife is right to her throat wherever she goes.
Okay, and so she walks over,
Probably with like my hand like clenching into like whatever she's wearing on her back.
Alright, so she pretty much interacts with the desk, like, and she's like, "Are you brutes?" And she pulls out a book and hands it over to you guys.
Kai hands it off to somebody else and says, "I don't read."
Veleris is gonna go ahead and take a look at the book. He's gonna utilize. Let's see what he's gonna utilize.
As Veleris looks at the book,
Is it basically gonna utilize Hunt to try to see if it's exactly what he's looking for?
what kind of roll do you want to do?
Hunt in terms of gathering information to see if it's exactly what he's looking for.
Okie dokie. Yeah, roll a hunt. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. I guess this would be. This is a position I would say controlled with standard effect. I had to get used to saying those things.
What are words?
All right. This does look like a recipe book, but it's like as you're kind of looking through it, it looks a little bit shifty and all of a sudden, but then all of a sudden the pages begin to catch on fire as the book begins burning in your hands. And catching a fire, and she's like, "Oh, you think I give you the real one?" And she hits a button as there have been multiple mixed results that she had to get into position. As she's like, "In here, boys!" As you hear footsteps coming up from behind.
As she hits the button, Eoin plunges the knife into her neck.
Alrighty. What are you rolling?
At this point, it's going to be steady because I've been right on the back of her, and so I've been looking at the places of her neck where her veins are protruding, and he's just going to take his knife and stick it right into the artery on her neck for such a sneaky action.
I'm gonna say standard effect with yeah, I'm gonna say this is risky.
Okay, so risky position, but with standard effect.
Risky position with standard effect.
Okay. And then a bonus dice.
Actually, you know what? You're so close and everything. This is gonna be to great effect or whatever the one is above
hold on,
it.
let me do that again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Study, risky with great effect. All right, and then we're going to put one in submit. Ooh.
All right. Well, yeah. You nick her. Like she kind of rolls out of the way at the last second, and you don't. But like she kind of falls like heavily and kind of like as like you kind of get a good cut on her. But like the way she kind of spins, like she kind of falls on you, kind of like pinning your legs a little bit. And as we said, she is a woman of great proportions, so you are kind of just stuck underneath her at the moment.
Okay. Oi! You fat broad, get off of me!
At that moment, I don't know, now, like, I'm just imagining it like this bald, like, just more muscle than man just comes in just like, "Oh, we've been waiting for this my whole life," as he pulls out, like, this, like, heavy club. This, like, as he kind of walks his way over, like, very threateningly. And yeah, I think he's well, I think Kai was the closest to him, so he's going to roll to hit. That's a 5, so he wings you a little bit. I also realized with this, I'm going to start a clock. And it's going to already have kind of 2 pips filled.
Oh, is it the progress clock?
Yes, well, this is going to be... this is a clock pretty much letting the blue coats know. Because now... I meant to make this earlier, but things just went crazy. But, yeah. I'm gonna just do it over here because I don't have a clock graphic. That is a very terrible thing. But let's see. Oh wow, what's going on here? Clear the drawings. There we go. Let's try this again. Alright, so over here it's gonna be a 4 o'clock. You guys already have 2 because the madam set off the alarm and the guards are getting involved, so people are getting ready downstairs. You guys can hear the noise and concern coming up, but yeah, you guys have to find this book somehow. If you think the book that's on fire is or isn't the book, and get out of here without causing too much of a ruckus. So. But yeah, he's gonna take a swing at you, Kai. Oh yeah, and I said 5. Yeah, so he just wings you. Let's see. But yeah, it wasn't like a full. This is where I'm like, I don't fully understand how damage works. So
I was kind of curious about that too.
Like, normally it's stress what you guys doing, but like you guys really haven't done anything for stress. So
Yeah.
But actually, yeah, so actually I think what's supposed to happen is this is what I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna forego what I just rolled. He's gonna take a swing at you. And what are you doing as a reaction?
Can Kai take the hit, kind of glare evilly back, and then launch a very high roundhouse kick to the face?
Yeah. What are you rolling for that?
Skirmish.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we are in close combat.
Yeah. No. You are. I think it's gonna be risky for standard.
How big are we talking?
He's more like, I think he's probably around like 6 foot, but he's like muscle, like pure muscle.
Can I actually use my ability not to be trifled with here?
Yeah. Let's bring that up so we can see it. Not to be trifled. You can push yourself to do one of the following: perform a feat of physical force that verges on superhuman, engage a small gang on equal footing in close combat. And yeah. Now I think this cost stress.
It's 2 stress, yes.
2 stress, yeah. So take 2 stress and yeah. I'm trying to. Do you roll something? Like, do you roll on this, or does it just happen?
Can it just happen? Because with abilities,
We'll say it just happens right now until we find out something later.
I was gonna say, because I can see how that can be very broken if all I had to do was just be like, I'm just gonna use this. Although I guess the stress would.
Yeah, the stress, like once you fill that bar and everything.
That is true. So I'll take the hit from the guard and just in reaction shrug it off, dart a look back, throw just a straight kick straight to the face that knocks him out.
Yeah, so like, how about this? Like, you can do all that. Why don't you roll skirmish just to see how effective the kick is? All right, it will still like take him out, but we'll see if he's out or
That's
just
fair.
kind of. Or if he's just kind of like dazed.
Yeah, like did I land a crit, or is this a one hit kind of thing?
Yeah.
Position. I'd say controlled in this.
Yeah, controlled standard.
Standard.
Okay, yeah. So it wasn't like a full knockout, but like you hit him and he's just like you hit him in the face, correct? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Or,
So staggered.
yeah, so like he's just shaking and like you can see like blood trickling down like out of his like from his nose and stuff as he's like holding his head kind of like ugh. So, I will learn this name by the end of the season. Veleris? Am I closer? No.
No.
Veleris. Veleris, what are you doing? You see that Kai knocked the big dude out into the hallway and he's dazed. Your buddy is kind of stuck under a mountain of flesh. And you have still this burning book in your hand.
Alright, Valeris is gonna toss the book. Go, son of a bitch! And then he's gonna basically telepathically tell his crow to get upstairs and begin to hunt. So the crow's basically gonna basically take off from where it's perched at, go up through the floor, and he's gonna have the crow go or begin the hunt itself in terms of checking one of the other rooms.
Okay. So is it gonna go to the room down in the hallway or try to get into the room that's closed?
Get into the room that's closed.
Okay. We'll just say for to help the fiction and try to figure out how a crow is going to open up a door when the big
it's a ghostly crow.
What?
It's a ghostly crow.
It's a ghostly crow. We'll also say that the bodyguard was slammed into the other door and like it cracked open. So, yeah. So it goes in there. How about give me an action roll to search with your crow. Does that cost anything to do this or?
It's a great question. I think
I'm trying to see. I don't know where it set it for you, Blackjack, for the cost.
Oh, sorry. The cost for sorry, it was.
It's all good. I was just trying to see if there was a cost to. Is it the bell? No, that just puts it in there. That's not what I wanted. I'm trying to see how to find out if there was a cost for one of these.
I mean, a pet has a roll, but
No
in terms
idea.
of what I'm rolling for.
All I know is for me, like because it's a push yourself, I had to take stress for it, so I don't know if it's this. Yeah, because like one of these is like mule, where it's like your low limits are like higher. I don't imagine like stress would affect that, so I just think because mine is a physical thing, it has to. But I'm guessing for this it doesn't.
Yeah, none of my
Yeah,
abilities
let's
make
see.
you take stress.
Okay, yeah, so I was just making sure. Yeah, go ahead. You're searching. And we'll just say it has because it's linked to you, it can have the same stats.
Yeah.
Remember,
That
by
actually
the
should be another die.
Oh,
That
I
actually
gotta
should
give
be
you position
another
in
die.
effect, don't I?
Hold on, let me just roll the insight from myself.
By the
Yeah, ready.
By the way, for any of you guys, if you guys can do a flashback if at any time to like set up a scene or anything, it just is gonna cost stress. Just making sure you guys remember that you can do at any point in your turn. So, okay, so there we go. Okay, so yeah, that was the roll for your pet. Yeah, the pet, your bird is just kind of confused, kind of rolling in there. It's like
I'm actually gonna need to roll one more d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was supposed to have a total of 3.
yeah, just there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not.
Yeah, so yeah, it goes. It pretty much there's no light in there, so it gets lost and like kind of flies into a wall. and is kind of dazed for a little bit. You like kind of feel that through your connection. Hey, Eoin, what are you doing?
Oi, get off of me, you fat broad! Come on, get off of me! And he's just kind of like trying to like slowly inch his legs out from underneath of this lady, who is now bleeding on him, and
Yeah, she's out. Like, you can still see that she's breathing, but she's like,
yeah, I messed her up a
gone.
little bit. So yeah, he's just trying to just kind of push his way, like not like brutally, but he's just trying to like use his lankiness to kind of just get his body out.
Okay. Yeah. So
What would the roll on that be? Like,
yeah, I'm thinking.
like now that she's on top of me,
I think
could he
it's-
study to see if there's a way to like move her to get up, or
Yeah, I think. Well, it could be whatever you think it is, but it's. Yeah, tell me what you want to roll, and I'll give you position and effect.
let's go with study. Now that he's been stuck underneath of this large woman, he knows like where her body weight is on him, and like what he has to do to kind of like shift her enough to get to free himself.
All right, so I'm gonna say this is. Well, yeah, you're personally not in a being attacked, so we'll say that this is a controlled. I'm gonna say for limited effect.
Okay. And then one bonus die. So 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you yeah, so you're just able to push her up a little bit, but I'm gonna say kind of your punishment is your foot kind of gets twisted a little bit. And I think you're gonna have to give you a level 1 harm for this. Okay. I'm gonna say like kind of just twisted ankle right
Perfect.
now. Yeah. So if I remember correctly, with one level 1 harm, that isn't an issue. But if you get 2, I think then you'll start having effects.
Okay, so if I fill up my level
think.
1, that's when I have a lesser effect applied to what I
Yeah.
do. Okay.
And then you'll start just getting level 2 harms. So yeah. But yeah, at the moment you are free.
Oh, this ankle. Oh.
So
And
yeah, Kai, what
Oh,
would you?
no, you're good.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No, what,
I was just gonna say, as he
Okay.
gets up, he was gonna start to make his way towards, either. Actually, I think he's gonna look at that desk, the desk that she was over. I think he's gonna just kind of like start rifling through the desk to see if there's a book in it.
all right. Yeah. So Kai, what are you gonna do now? You see this bald man just kind of still a little bit out of it, but yeah, he's recovering.
Can I pull out my blade and man, I don't think I go for the kill here. I actually want to try to use sway one more time. I want to try to because I want to try to see if I can extort whatever information I can out of him.
Okay.
But I like the physical threat of it.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna try to threaten him and all that. So you know what? I'm gonna say this is going to be risky, but no, I think desperate, but with great effect.
Let's go again. This is perfect for the character.
Okay. Well, what do you say?
Disgusting. Jeez. Well. I was going to threaten and ask, because like if it's possible that they're going to be alerted, I want to know, how how I would threaten and ask, how many more of you are there?
And he's like, more than you can count. And he's like, boys, sound the alarms and get ready. And with that, I'm marking up one more tick on the blue coats arrive. You only guys have one more. All right. The character who I can't pronounce.
Veleris.
Veleris. See, in my head, Veleris, it sounds like there should be an A in there somewhere. But Veleris.
It's just an E with a hat.
Velcro.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Because he has a crow, too.
I love it.
That was a good alias.
Now
I
I
should have
do.
taken that one.
So, Veleris, what would you like to do?
All right. Veleris is actually going to go ahead and try to recall back to a time where he was downstairs, basically, going from bouncing from group to group to see if he could basically sway anyone and try to get any information in terms of where this book may be located upstairs.
All right. Let's see. I'll allow it to. I'm gonna make this cost either 3 stress, or I'll make it cost 1 stress and an action roll. What would you prefer?
I'll prefer the 3 stress.
Okay, so mark yourself 3 stress, and throughout your conversation, just yeah, I heard that the old mistress up there, she keeps it within she hides it in the most secret spot, and someone's just what, under her bed? And it's just that would be ridiculous, but still, probably the safest with her girth. And that's
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you think it's she's hiding it under her bed.
Okay, so
Or I
Veleris
shouldn't
is gonna
say
go
that
ahead-
you think that it is, but that is what you heard.
Yeah, so Veleris is going to go ahead and check under her bed to see if there's anything underneath there in terms of books.
Yeah, so you open it up or you flip the mattress and you see a few books underneath there, one of fitting in with the times, and then another one that's just the hierarchies palette, but then also the final one, which looks all handwritten and stuff, and it just says the Devil Tooth's recipes.
Okay, do I have to necessarily take one, or can I just take all 3?
If you want to take all 3, you can. Yeah.
Okay, Veleris is going to take 3, and he's going to scream to the other guys. Guys, I got it! Let's go!
All right. All right, so Eoin, I believe it's your turn now. So, or you haven't gone in a
No.
bit. So what would you like to do?
So are there windows?
Let's roll a fortune roll.
Because we know that the guards are coming up the steps.
Let's see. Oh, hey, I can roll fortune right here. Number of dice. If I just do 2, let's see what happens. There we go. Oh, I see what happened. Anyway. No, it's a 6. I see what I accidentally did there.
Oops.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm just gonna say it over. Yeah, no, it is. You guys can see a pretty much well, there was the window over her desk, but she has a wide window that kind of looks out over if I can move the Necessary Evils character sheet, over the Worsted Street. And you can kind of see the bazaar, but it's a large bay window.
So he's going
That's right
to
the window.
he's going to point at the window and he's going to say, "Oi, boys, out the window!" And he's going to step into the hall. And as he pulls his mask, he pulls out his fine spirit mask and puts it on his face. He says, "You chances don't want to be around for this. And so then he like steps past Kai to the edge of the stairs, and he pulls out his ghost key, and he unlocks a ghost door and opens it.
Hey, I need an action roll for that.
Sure. That's going to be an attune roll.
All right. I'm going to say this is risky for standard effect.
All right, let's click attune. Let's risky for standard. 1 bonus die. Come on, crit. That's not good.
You can always push yourself.
So you turn this key in there, and this like door, this outline of a door kind of that shows up, but then it begins like to shake and ripple as it bursts open with energy, tossing you across the room, and like kind of stunning you right now. And but yeah, it's just like, and actually I think everyone that was in the room is getting blasted back by the energy in there, as this just like you just see this ethereal, like kind of the same as the lantern on I forgot his name.
So would the
Nyrex's
Nyrix, but so he would be
Nyrix, yeah.
Because I stepped out of the hall, out of the room into the hall, so the force of this is even blowing back onto Veleris in the room.
Alright, so
because I'm like, I went to the edge of the steps.
Oh, the edge of the steps. So you walked past the guard.
I walked past Kai and the guard, and went to the edge of the steps because I knew that the other guards were coming. So I was opening the door, or attempting to open the door to try to give the guards something to deal with.
Alright, well, yeah, we'll say
which does not bode well for me standing at the edge of the steps opening a door that blows me backwards.
You know what? I'm gonna say, yeah, you, like, in the shock of, like, the book being revealed and everything, you, like, are able to just kind of get past the one guard, and you see the other guards kind of making their way up. You do the same thing. You put the key in there, and as it blasts you back, you don't see what happens because, as you remember, I said at the top of the door, the staircase is a window, and you get shot out the window. Okay? And I think this is going to be a level 2 harm cracked rib.
I'm going to take stress.
Take stress to.
I'm going to take stress. How about we say I have climbing gear with me, and that as I go out the window, I throw my like repelling hook to try to catch the window.
Yep. So to resist this, you would roll stress. Let me see if I can find this real quick.
Well, I think you roll to how many stress it's going to be, and then I roll to see how many of that stress I resist, right?
Yeah. I have it right here. Okay, I thought I had it right here, but it didn't take me to it. Let's go here. I like how it it took me to the beginning of the rulebook. Let's see. Can I go here? Okay, the Roll20 book isn't helping me, so give me 1 second as I bring this up in my own book. Resistance. Alright. This will be important. Alright, so resistance roll, okay. More on page 32, so I go to page 32.
I like how this music is just building and building and building to the inevitable demise of Eoin Spell Sage.
The fastest character death. Alrighty, so
The greatest yeet of all time.
How did you die?
Okay, resistance
I opened
roll.
up a door to the ghost plane and got knocked out of the window.
Alright, so you can reduce or avoid the effects of the consequence. The way you said you were going to try to do, I will say that you can attempt to avoid.
Okay.
So now with that, you are going to roll 1 die.
Okay.
For whatever attribute this would be under, and that will minus that from 6 stress.
Okay, so I'm just rolling any die.
Yeah. Yep. So you're either going to be making just a straight insight, prowess, or resolve roll. So what do you think this would?
Probably his resolve. Like he would be hoping to use his attunement.
Well, resolve would be mental strain and willpower. I think you're trying to stop physical strain or
prowess
injury.
Then, yeah. Okay.
So prowl, yeah, yeah.
So I'm just rolling 1 dice.
Not that
right?
it really
1d6?
changes. Yeah, 1d6. Yeah.
All right. D6. Let's just click that sucker. Ooh. All right.
There you go. So you only take 1 stress.
Perfect. So instead of like going out the window, am I like?
Yeah, we'll say that like at the last like you went through the window, but at the last second you threw your climbing gear, it caught up there, and you're on the ground. You're out. But like you can hear like this energy swirling around as like, and you still you got your key back.
As all hell breaks
like,
loose, and there's just an open door to the ghost plane.
Yeah, and like Kai, you can see this like right there as like through this door you just hear like, oh, the way is open. Let's everyone come in and come out and let's go. For this place shall be ours and never. As like you just hear like these whispers like echoing out of there, and the bald dude is just like, I don't get paid enough for this. as he's just like he retreats, like pretty much he's just like, I'm out of here. Just like as he's kinda in shock. So Kai, what would you like to do? As I think Eowyn's last things was the window.
Because he's the bald guy's getting away now, right?
He's
gone.
He is more just like, the thing is like ghosts in here is like oh no, like it is bad news. So like it is something to be feared and everything, because there's ghosts that like roam around outside the city that are stopped by the lightning barrier that will just like, they're like ethereal tidal waves of destruction. And so like the fact that there's like now a portal, he's just like, oh no. So
gotcha.
Yeah, so he's more of like, you guys are not my problem right now.
Can Kai be a little smart mouth real quick and just says, don't worry, it won't be, and then just take doesn't want to go for a death blow, just because Kai likes to just knock people out and would rather kind of fight with fists. Weapons are mainly just a threat, but just like take the back end,
the flat of
just,
the blade.
Yeah, and well, not even the flat of the blade, like the butt of the sword, and just
clock
right upside the head, maybe hard enough to concuss.
All right, I'm gonna need an action roll.
Oh, wait, why am I rolling that? I need this. Come on, baby, do your thing. Do we want to keep it controlled, or?
Yeah, sorry, I'm still getting used to saying that. Yeah, this is gonna be controlled for great effect. He's not, as we said, he is not concerned about you.
Extreme effect, no. Great effect.
Is extreme even an option?
It is an option.
Oh.
Extreme is an option.
I think great is good enough right now.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that it rolled. Yeah, no, you hit him, and like, I'm gonna say that like, as he goes down and everything, you see like this ghostly hand like kind of reach around the door, and it's like static, like this hand that's just like vibrating static, but it's in the form of this like spindly clawed hand as like this eye begins to like leer out and just like, oh look, there are friends and we can be together forever and never separate. And it's just like this, whatever is coming out has like seen you, and we'll figure out what it's gonna do.
Sorry.
Okay, Veleris. Did I get it right this time?
You're close. You're there. Veleris.
I'm gonna start taking stress damage now.
Every miss is just one more mark.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
All right, so Veleris is going to go ahead and take off with the $3 to the door, and as he's getting into the hall, he's basically going to telepathically tell his crow, "We're going. Let's go."
Yep.
And so, what does the hall look like? Where the door is at? So, is there like a window inside of the door?
So you see right now a broken window. You see a door that is coming out of nothing with this static like hand and this like and head just kind of vibrating out, just staring at you guys. You also notice like a few of the guards just like hesitantly like right at the like cusp of the stairs where you can kind of see them, but they're not looking at you guys. You can see like, you know, that out of the room you just left there was a giant window kind of looking out over the street, and yeah, you don't really know what's in the other door, but yeah, right now, unless you guys have something on yourself or prepared something, you can't. You're not. It's going to be very difficult to get out of that door, like the way you came in. So that's. It can be done. It's just going to be very difficult.
Okay, so Veleris is just going to go ahead and go to that window that basically overlooked the street, bust it open, and then utilize his climbing gear to basically have a rope go down the building so they can go and slide down the rope.
Okay, and I'm just going to let you do that. Like, it's everything. You're not in danger at the moment unless you're trying to be sneaky or something.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Kai, you are the only one left in the building.
I think it's just time to follow suit now that Kai is satisfied. Kai has gotten everything she wants out of this. She's gotten to beat somebody up, has knocked them out cold. No death. So, we take that as a win, and we follow suit. Well, because were we like, wasn't Eoin supposed to like the door? Should I still go through the door, or should I
the
just
ghost door?
Yeah.
Or
Nope.
you could, but like, you were.
It's a bad time.
Yeah, especially with an entity there.
Yeah.
So.
I was thinking about the potential of that. I was like, that could be fun to do just to test fate, but
It could be. Yeah, like, I will say, like, it could be an option, but not when your whisper rolls a 1.
yeah, which is kind of a problem. Okay,
Yo, out the window.
all right, fine. We will avoid the door, just take a glare at it, and then just dart for the window. And I guess I'll probably have to roll for this because time is obviously not on our side right now. But try to do a leap out and just grab the edge of the window, so that I can make my way down. Because I mean, we're kind of high up, aren't we?
You're on the second floor, yeah.
And-
So.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Grappling hook is still there in that window.
You're at a different window.
Kai's at a different window?
Yeah, you are at the you got shot out the window that was at the top of the
Gotcha.
staircase.
Okay.
Unless that Kai, I believe, if I'm understanding what you were saying, you're going back to the bedroom window.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So pretty much, oh man, Kai and Veleris.
Veleris.
Veleris. I'm looking at this, and RIS in my head is Reese.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
I could go for pizza.
It's not Veleris, it's...
Yeah, like, once again, I'll blame this on the 50 different campaigns I'm running and creating. But yeah, dude, J2 does this with every game he's in with me. He comes up with this, like, complicated name that takes me the whole time to say it. I'm gonna just have to have it spelt out phonetically. But anyway, yeah, dang it.
VA. Think VA.
Varus. Anyway, J2 and Kai. I'm done with the fiction now. You guys are pretty much on Worsted Street, while Eoin is closer to Red Oil Road. Like you're kind of on the south, like, or that corner kind of. Oh yeah, where I just put that dot. that's where you're Eoin, and you guys are kind of coming out here.
Okay, I see.
So, but yeah, I need a roll. It is going to be. I'm gonna say this is risky, but for standard effect.
Okay. Risky, standard.
Yeah. With a 6, yeah, I'll say you even like grab the Vel's rope. That's what we'll do now.
With the greatest of ease.
Yeah, and you just kind of slide down, and with all this interaction and everything, there's just a ton of crowd. Like, there's a huge crowd on the Worsted Street, and like you two are able just to lose yourself in the crowd as Eoin kind of just hobbles himself off into the darkness, going somewhere else. As Kai and Val, you guys notice like blue coats kind of just charging down the street, not paying any attention to you guys at all as you escape into the night. And next episode, we're going to do a little thing called Downtime, where we're going to see the effects of what they did and to their crew and whatever. So, that was a really good...
Oh, look at that.
Thank you. Yes. Here, we'll put on... there we go. This is...
If only
our
the winning theme from Final Fantasy VII wasn't copyrighted.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you guys. Join us back for episode 3 of The Den of Necessity. Thank you guys so much for playing. Oh man, this was so much fun, and I think the more we do this, we'll figure things out, like how to pronounce names. But but thank you guys. I'm Itisdpayne, J2 Rudo, Blackjack, and Josh. Thank you once again for playing and causing, as I was expecting, the chaos that ensued.
When in doubt, open
next
portals to Ghost Realms.
Yes.
No wrong can come from that.
Nothing wrong. Only good.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.